3 beautiful custom rail rods will be given away on Monday, May the 19th on Tackle Shop Confessions Live. And you can win one of these gorgeous rods for only $5. You can get into this great raffle and win one of 3 beautiful rail rods that are going to go out to some lucky people this Monday night, live on Tackle Shop Confessions. All you have to do is contact Chuck Zimmer from Z Custom Rods, and Chuck will enroll you and give you the chance at a win for a lifetime. Beautiful custom rods. Make sure you text or call Chuck at 310-918-1448. That's this Monday night on Tackle Shop Confessions with Friedman Adventures. The chance of a lifetime. Only $5 to enter. Call Chuck now.
Look at this. Still your dad?
That's fake.
You got you?
Yeah,
Let me try something. Let me try something.
I was moving out the way. Listen, I don't know.
What's going on?
What the heck is this?
Couple Phil Friedman people. What the hell? No, tomorrow. Nice seeing you. Hey, what is it? Hey. What is this? You want this thing? Yeah, sure. Oh, it's just a fake. Sorry, I'm sorry. I didn't see you guys. Sorry about that.
Okay. A beautiful crossing on the way to Catalina Island. We saw a dolphin playing off the bow, and now we've settled in and are catching calico bass. Most are short fish, but we're having a ball, and we even have one legal barracuda. We'll keep you in touch with all the very latest.
Depending on what it looks like out there, maybe a half of it.
Oh, hot bait. Another calico. Up a little bit, right?
Oh, yeah, they do.
Yeah, but what the heck, man? We'll take that. But still, it's a sign of springtime. Things are coming to life here. Excellent.
All right, back you go. Thank you.
Was it just short?
Yeah, just short.
Oh,
just the
darn.
hair. There it goes.
Difference. I'm loving it. Barracuda on the El Patron. Dude, you're killing it. Good job. One more. Whoa.
Hey Philip, we're here in San Quintin for the girls tournament. Guess who is with me? The whole team.
All right, good job, everybody.
Thanks,
Beautiful.
Thanks, Phil. Thanks, Phil.
Glenn, way to go. Joe Welker. Jolene Thompson. Bill. Beautiful. Diane. Loving it. Ruben. Woo. All right, Juan. Daryl. It's a beautiful fish. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Nice going.
Thank you, Patron.
El Patron. Hey, boys, thank you.
Anytime. It's always a good time on a Patron.
Thank you, Jaime.
Always. Now let's see
All
what's up.
right, Anthony.
Jackpot, don't put him away. Don't put him away.
Good Saturday morning, everybody, and welcome to beautiful Surfside, California, here in Southern California. It is great to be with you all. What a great trip on the El Patron yesterday. We had so much fun. A great group of people came out for a truly fun day at Catalina Island. The big bluefin are biting. I mean, some nice fish. 100 to 180 pound fish are really chewing. We'll have an update on how the bluefin tuna zone is going. And Paulina, you saw her. She's headed out with her lovely mother, Berenice, and Foca. They're out right now. San Quintin, Baja California. We'll try to get an up-to-the-minute update from her on how she is doing. And of course, we've got white sea bass in the Channel Islands. This weather looks to be coming up. Looks a little ominous too, doesn't it? We've got that and so much more. I'm going to get set up for the MB. Be right back in a moment. And if that garage door is giving you a problem, then you're going to want to call your garage door man. That's Joe Welker. Tax problems? Nobody better than our friend Tim Marquez. Tim's been doing taxes for 35 years. Give the tax man a call today. And for your heating and or air conditioning needs, you're going to want to talk to our dear friend John Lopez at Efficient Heating and Air Conditioning.
Dogger.
Yeah, this weather is starting to come up a little bit. It seems like it's going to blow here this afternoon. We're going to factor that into everything we tell you here on the morning briefing. And don't forget, Monday night, thousands of dollars of rail rods are going out. You can own one for $5. Send Chuck Zimmer a text now. Send him a text and he'll get you enrolled and get you in there so you have a chance to win one of 3 really beautiful rods. All right, you know what time it is. It is time for the morning briefing. Good morning, my friends. Oh my goodness. Is that good? And is it great to be with you all? Thank you all who came out on that trip yesterday. Man, I'll tell you, you folks are fantastic. Really giving, wonderful people. You know, several guys out there donated fish. Richard and Ruben caught fish all day long. We're a truly remarkable couple of guys on the trip. And at the end, they donate their fish to people who had not caught that much. That's the kind of Friedman Adventure family members we love. Wish you 2 guys luck on the new Hustler this evening. Hopefully you're going to catch them. Hey, if you don't mind, hit that like button. We deeply appreciate it when you do that. Don't forget to share these videos everywhere. Put them on Facebook. Put them on Instagram. Send them to your friends. That really means a lot to us. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, on TikTok, on Instagram, Apple Podcast, and Spotify. Really appreciate all the 5-star reviews you have been giving us over there on Spotify. That means the world to us also. And subscribe to the Friedman Adventures YouTube channel. Tick that little bell and you'll be notified when there is new content. All right, let's jump into it. First of all, I want to start with my co-host in Mexico, Paulina, because you can see her heading out. She's not afraid of some tough weather. It looks like it's up a little bit there, and her mom Berenici's there, and Foca, our great captain when we're in Ensenada. Actually, it's Paulina's captain, but Foca's become a really good Friedman Adventures family member, and man, I'll tell you, he is a great guy. By the way, the Tootsie test says about 60 degrees, 61, still staying warm, and there's a lot of surf fishermen out here today. So Paulina involved in a big tournament down there. We'll see how that all plays out. Down further south, down there in Cabo, again, waters are warming up. In the La Paz region, same thing. So now we're starting to see roosterfish on the beach, sierras on the beach. We're seeing yellowfin tuna in Dorado and a few striped marlins offshore up in Mulegé, Loreto, Santa Rosalia, zones like that. Still catching some yellowtail, but they're also starting to get the influx of warm water, and that is going to get all those other species in there. So really exciting times right now down in southern Baja California. San Quintin, we'll get a good look 140 miles down below the border of how that all plays out, because as I previously mentioned, Paulina is down there. They've had occasional bites on the yellowtail down there in that neck of the woods. They've also had the occasional big halibut down there. It's been mostly rockfish. There's some bluefin offshore that have been reluctant to bite, and that weather looks a little bit up to be fishing BFT, but one never knows with Foca and Paulina. They may wander out there and catch one of those. We'll see. In the Ensenada area, talking about great lady anglers, Captain Ihara Nunez was out and had a couple of nice halibut. Way to go, Ihara. She's the first lady sport fishing captain in Ensenada. Lucky Sport Fishing out of Ensenada. If you'd like to join Ihara on a trip, nice couple of flatties there. It's been mostly rockfish out of Ensenada, but you do have quite a bit of that halibut around town. There's been also some barracuda flurries. Some of that big Bonito continues to provide great action, so you still have that all going on, but predominantly it's been big Bonito and rockfish down there in the Ensenada area. Up at the Coronado Islands as we cross over the border, still rather slow on the yellowtail there. It's been mostly rockfish. Water temps are up over 60 degrees, and we're starting to see evidence of life, but it just has not come together quite yet at the islands. There's been a few kelp patty yellowtail also taken, but most of those full day guys like the San Diego and the Liberty are hammering on those big Bonito, also catching a few more kelp patty yellowtail, but nothing really to write home about. Nothing wrong with the rockfish at the Coronado Islands, so that is still really good stuff. All right, let's talk bluefin tuna, because I'll tell you, there's some really excellent fishing on big grade fish. Now, let me kind of paint the picture for you. it has not gone back to that wide open bite that we had before the full moon. And I still think that the full moon is what put everything off the bite. And then you got some inclement weather, and that kind of screwed things up also. Once this weather gets back to normal after this blow, I think it's ready to erupt, not only on big fish, but also on that 40 to 60 pound stuff. You're going to see some magnificent fishing here in the very near future on the bluefin tuna. But right now we are dealing with some I don't know if it's severe weather, but it might be unfishable weather here, especially later this afternoon. Guys are out right now and they're doing pretty good. In fact, Isaac and Ethan Parcells, a couple of great Friedman Adventure family members last night. Ethan and his dad both had bluefin tuna fishing with Max Nui on the Pacific Voyager. We love it, Max. Way to go. He said they threw on about 150, 180 pound bluefin tuna last night. They had a couple of 100-pounders, and then the rest in the 40 to 60 pound class. Sounds to me, that is a sand crab patch, by the way, but I'm not going to waste your time with that this morning. Sounds to me like they ended up somewhere around 10 bluefin tuna. I didn't get their final number from last night, but they did scratch at some really nice fish, and we're so happy that Ethan got his fish on board and his dad got his fish on board. That is great stuff, and great reporting from the Pacific Voyager. On the Legend, they had 12 daytime fish. Now, we haven't seen a whole lot of bluefin tuna taken in the daytime, but that was really good to see them come up with 12 daytime fish. Just another indication that this thing is ready to blow sky high and really get going. That is great stuff. Pacific Queen, 28 bluefin tuna, 27 of their fish in the 100 to 180 pound class. The Tribute on a reverse day and a half trip where they leave in the morning and then come back. They take off at 10 in the morning and then they're able to fish at night. That very first night, those fish are only 60, 70, sometimes a little further. They're moving around miles from Point Loma. So that is great news. And I'm telling you, they had a great trip on the Tribute with 25 bluefin tuna, a dozen of those fish in the 100 to 180 pound class. And they also caught some bonito in the daytime along with some kelp patty yellowtail. So that is a thing also. See some surf fishermen here fishing in kind of windy weather on a low tide. We'll see if they can't come up with something during the morning briefing. So really excellent stuff. New low end with 35 bluefin tuna on a recent trip. So again, nothing wrong with those kind of scores given the fact that we are coming out of that influence of the full moon, which has been putting that bite down. It just doesn't bite on the full. It's starting to chew again. And we've had this inclement weather, which is worsening as we speak here this Saturday morning. It's going to get nasty here, and then it's going to get back to normal again. So we're looking forward to some normality with regard to. Hey, I am breaking in here with some breaking news for you. This is stock footage from our Independence trip where Scott Buchard landed a beautiful 200-pound bluefin tuna, but I'm breaking in because great Friedman Adventures family member DJB Daryl is on board the Searcher right now as we speak. 14 anglers had 17 bluefin tuna last night. He said just about every single one of them was over 100 pounds. And he said half of the fish they caught, half of the 17 bluefin, weighed over 150 pounds. So more evidence that this big fish is on the bite. Presently, they are running southeast to get out of the weather, so that weather is coming up. I'm in post-production and wanted to bring you the very latest from the Searcher and DJB, a great Friedman Adventures family member. Let's get back to the morning briefing. Man, there's a lot of sand crab patches around here. I can't keep getting distracted by that. I'm going to dig with my toes so I don't screw up. I think we're going to really catch a lot of bluefin tuna here. I mentioned to you that there's good schools of that bonito around, so we've been seeing a lot of that, and I don't feel any here. Doing the old Tootsie sand crab move here. You know, the Liberty had 100 bonito. The Dolphin, the half-day boat down there out of Fisherman's Landing in San Diego, they had 41 bonito. So a lot of that, I want to call it 4 to 8 pound bonito, some bigger than that even, have been wandering around. That is all good stuff. Now, as we look at 1/2 and 3/4 day trips here along the Southern California coast, we're looking at mostly all rockfish and sculpin right now. We haven't turned over to our surface bite, not even close. There's some pretty good bass fishing down there around Dana Point, but it's all short fish, and same thing going on in several other areas, but it's all mostly sculpin and whitefish and sheephead, maybe rockfish, that kind of stuff. Monte Carlo out of 22nd Street Landing, and St. Peter's been entertaining everybody recently. We had a bunch of guys from the Friedman Adventures family on there. Dan Lightfoot and his family, and the dog, Mad Dog, was out there shooting video and photos. They had a really great time. So that is all good stuff. And of course, yesterday at Catalina Island, we had so much fun. Man, it was a great, beautiful day. Dolphin playing off the bow on the way to Cat. And then we got over there and we picked that really small calico bass. I don't think we had a legal fish. We ended up with one legal barracuda. Great catch there. And we saw some bonito bouncing around us. But those bonito did not want to settle down one bit at all. I don't know what was up with those boneheads yesterday, but they come up and boil right next to the boat, and then they were gone like a second later. So there was quite a bit of activity. And the other day, Chris Isaac, the captain of the El Patron, said he had 67-degree water at Catalina Island. Yesterday was 64 down east, and as we got up west, it dropped down to about 61. Those are still pretty good water temperatures, and hopefully a good sign of things to come. We had a great time catching lots of rockfish, no doubt about that. The rock fishing was excellent. We tried deep water spots that did not want to bite at all, and then we ended up on the backside of Catalina Island. Chris burning a lot of fuel yesterday. From the first stop that he fished, we moved almost 20 miles until we started catching some good rockfish. So really great trip, and I owe that all to the wonderful people who came out. That was so much fun. Rail rod giveaway Monday night live on Tackle Shop Confessions. Text Chuck now to get in on it. The white sea bass fishing up there in the Channel Island has been spectacular, and some windy weather really has not kept it down. It just keeps churning. We'll see what happens again here today, as it's going to get pretty windy up there. We'll see how that all plays out. As I mentioned, a couple of guys that were on our trip to Catalina Island are going to be on the new Hustler. I know other guys who are on other boats. Glenn Del Mando, I believe Glenn from Wicked Tackle Box. Wait a minute, Glenn said I get a buck every time I say that now. Glenn, did I tell you what Glenn's from? He's from Wicked Tackle Box. Have I told you that Glenn Del Mando, Wicked Tackle Box, Wicked Tackle Box, Wicked Tackle Box. $5 there, Glenn, pay up. Glenn, I think, is going to be on the Gray Light up there in the Channel Islands, so that should be good. Mirage, 21 white sea bass for 21 anglers. That is what we call limits. Fish have to be 28 inches in length. Seabiscuit, 20 white sea bass for 20 anglers. The Aloha Spirit out yesterday, 16 guys, 2 halibut, 12 link, got a white sea bass, and a whole bunch of rockfish to go along with that. And they also, the Gray Light was out. They had 2 white sea bass as they're focused in on that, catching some rockfish and other species also. Nothing wrong with that. Hopefully we'll see more and more than that to come. Let's check this guy out. Hey, how's it going? Anything biting?
No, not yet.
Nothing? It's kind of windy a little bit.
It's the wind.
Yeah.
The waves are pretty strong too.
You're drop shotting, it looks like?
Yeah.
Trying to catch a halibut?
Anything Corvina too, they bite, so
Yeah.
nothing bad.
What's your name?
Alex?
Alex, nice to meet you. All right, have a great day.
Thank you.
Thanks for being on this. All right, that's Alex. Hopefully he's going to drop shot a big old flatty here in the surf. The surf I'll get into with you in another moment. So once again, we've seen a lot of white sea bass up there. The Navigante ran an overnight trip out of Redondo, and they had a mix of sea bass. They had some nice halibut on that trip, and all the bottom grabbers you could possibly want. Really excellent bottom fishing going on the Navigante out of Redondo. Sport fishing for the LA Rod and Reel Club guys. So pretty good stuff here in the Southern California surf. Man, I don't know why everybody's down here in Surfside today. There's a lot of guys down around Bolsa Chica. We have seen some really excellent fishing on yellowfin croaker. That's trying to come on this water. It's nice and warm here this morning. So all this wind and weather just does not seem to degrade this oceanography in terms of water temperature. That is all good stuff. Corbina have been here on our beach. You heard Alex say he's looking for a Corbina or a halibut, so hopefully that's going to come together. We've seen some good yellowfin croaker fishing up there around the Topaz Rock Jetty, and perch strewn all through here, mostly bar perch, but some walleye perch also up there in Ventura. Some really good perch fishing going on up there. Don't forget about big fish, bait, and tackle in the beautiful city of Seal Beach, California. Man, they do the best job. They are Southern California's surf fishing headquarters, but they've got all your bluefin tuna gear and everything else from rods, reels, terminal tackle. You can't go wrong with big fish, bait, and tackle. Keep that in mind before your next fishing adventure. Really good stuff. All right. Also, I want to mention to you that when those bluefin tuna get up and start foaming again in the daytime, there's nothing like a tuna riot popper. These clear poppers are miracle workers for snagging big bluefin tuna. Tuna riot poppers. You can get them at 22nd Street Landing and several other joints around town. Really great lure. So happy to have them on board with us. Also, the Redondo Beach Rod and Gun Club great surf fishing tournament starts on May the 24th, and you've got to get in. It's affordable. It's a week-long tournament. There's great prizes. There's a great banquet at the end of it all. And Chuck Zimmer will get up on the tables and dance for you the night of the banquet. Let's hope not, because that would kill my appetite for sure. But the president of the Rod and Gun Club is putting on a tremendous, beautiful tournament. There's the QR code. Do it. I'll be at the banquet for sure, and we'll be watching this surf fishing to see how that all goes. And once again, those rods, those beautiful rail rods, are going out on Tackle Shop Confessions this Monday night. Tackle Shop Confessions, by the way, is our live show. We shoot it there at Island Fishing Tackle in Carson, California. It goes live at 6 p.m. this Monday night. At the end of the show, we will be drawing the tickets to see who takes home 3 beautiful rail rods. So if you want to try, give Chuck a text right now. You can even call him, but I would text him in case he's busy doing something. He'll get back to you and get you all signed up. All right, my friends, lots going on. What a great day that was yesterday. That video, by the way, of our trip on the El Patron is up for you right now. So check it out. The El Patron is scheduled to go tomorrow on Sunday. You might want to jump on board, www.longbeachsportfishing.org. And don't forget about Captain Daniel Hadaway and the Island Spirit. Tomorrow is Kids Fish Free Day on the Island Spirit out of Ventura Sport Fishing. VenturaSportFishing.com, 805-676-3474. We got a little bit of weather to get through here in SoCal. It's getting a little windy right now, but hopefully we'll make it through, come out on the other side with a lot of big bluefin biting. Paulina will have caught 1 billion yellowtail today, and we'll see more and more calico bass and yellowtail push into Southern California. Am I dreaming or what? I hope not. Let's keep our eyes on it for you. Have a great day, and I hope to see you really, really soon. Beautiful custom rail rods will be given away on Monday, May the 19th on Tackle Shop Confessions Live. And you can win one of these gorgeous rods for only $5. You can get into this great raffle and win one of 3 beautiful rail rods that are going to go out to some lucky people this Monday night, live on Tackle Shop Confessions. All you have to do is contact Chuck Zimmer from Z Custom Rods, and Chuck will enroll you and give you the chance at a win for a lifetime. Beautiful custom rods. Make sure you text or call Chuck at 310-918-1448. That's this Monday night on Tackle Shop Confessions with Friedman Adventures. The chance of a lifetime. Only $5 to enter. Call Chuck now.